That's really been busy lately is a place, a wonderful place on the river called Marine City, Michigan. Joining us now are the Mykoffs and the Miss Turner. Kim Turner, nice to see you. Welcome back to Focus.
Hi, good to see you.
Maggie Mykoff, the leader of the King, and the King is here. Hi, Dan.
Hi, how
Dan
you doing,
Mykoff.
Paul?
You guys are here to celebrate all things Titanic.
Yes.
What is happening? You've been working your head off in the last couple of years
Yes.
to celebrate a tragedy. Talk to me about it.
Well, we started out 3 years ago with the idea to do a Michigan Titanic memorial. Michigan didn't have one. We had 69 passengers that was aboard.
69 people.
Yes, that was aboard Titanic.
All ages?
All ages.
Okay.
Right down to children. And, you know, like one family was from the, going to Iron Mountain, and
Okay.
there was 6 of them in the family, and then they had 2 young girls with them, and they all perished, sadly. But many were going to Detroit, Dowagiac.
So all over the whole state's represented.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty cool.
One was going to Port Huron, and then we had one gentleman who also perished, but it was Bernie Whalen's uncle.
Hmm.
And he was the 140th passenger recovered from the icy waters. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
So you have a reason to celebrate. You've been
Yes.
working for a couple of years to get this recognition. You had to go through trials and tribulations of getting the
Yes.
permissions and plaques and stuff. Where are we at?
The plaque is in production. This is what the plaque will look like, and we just got the base and got the base back, and it's been powder coated. And then this will be attached to the base.
So you've got the names of all the passengers who perished,
Yes.
who were from Michigan, and it's just a wonderful, unique memorial.
Yeah, absolutely. Michigan, like I said, did not have one. Many other states did.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's 106 years since a tragedy happened. And, you know, so when we got the idea, we have our graphic artist, and she come up with this rendition. And we...
Kim, you designed that?
Yes,
Yes, I did.
yes, she did. So we kind of collaborated, and this is, she says, you know, she liked that. And actually, if you look at the picture of the boat, I do believe that was your rendition of the boat too, wasn't it not? And they just tweaked it a little bit?
Originally, I had done a pen and ink sketch of the boat, and they decided it might be a little easier for the clay model to be made from the actual photograph that I used.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So-
Yeah, but this is very
For
similar.
the plaque.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
This is very, very similar to what her rendition was. So, but the design was hers, and you know, we're very lucky to have Kim on board for that.
Yes, absolutely.
And so that's where we're at right now, and we just need to get approval for a little additional cement that we.
Which park is this going to be put into?
This is going to be put in Nautical Park.
Okay, Nautical Park is which one?
Right across from the inn on Water Street. That's where
Oh, okay,
the
well,
propeller
very-
is.
that'll be a very good tourist attraction.
Yeah.
The last park
yeah.
on Water Street.
Yeah, it's the last part.
Okay, so there'll be some benches around it? and-
Yep, we just had a lady give us a check yesterday. She's buying a bench to honor her parents.
Isn't that
Yeah,
wonderful?
so we need one more bench
Okay.
to be paid for, and then we pretty much got everything covered. We just have to get the cement poured, which that was
Gotta wait
donated
for
by
some good weather
Toits.
for that.
Yeah.
So Kim, you've been on this project for a couple years then?
Pretty much from the beginning, yes.
Mhm.
It's been a pretty interesting ride.
Yes.
Yeah, we've gone through a lot of iterations as far as the design goes for the memorial itself. It's going to be a nice size. It's going to be almost a 3-foot diameter. It's going to be big, so you'll be able to see it. And it's going to be bronze, so you'll have that beautiful, just like you would on a ship's captain's wheel, the bronze on there. And we're going to have the knobs on there. They're going to be molded out of the brass too, so you actually want to go up and give it a squeeze, you can. I
You
think that's
won't
going
hurt
to be,
anything?
yeah, exactly.
Good.
I think it's going to look really nice. It's
And,
gonna,
but that took some thought to make sure it's the right material, so it's not going to get
Oh, and-
damaged and.
yeah,
and,
and to make sure I had the exact style of ship's wheel that was on the Titanic. 'Cause,
Oh, yeah, I hadn't even thought
those
of that.
Titanic people are pretty particular about their facts.
We've
and
met her.
Yes, yes. You have to make sure you've got the exact number of spindles and everything on there for it to be a Titanic ship's wheel.
Daniel, what is your involvement? You drive Miss Maggie?
I pretty much drive Miss Maggie. That's what I do. This is going to be a great addition to downtown Marine City. The amount of work these two ladies have put into this has just been phenomenal. I do want to point out, though, you said one thing. All of them didn't perish. 34 perished,
Oh,
35 lived.
oh, okay. I did
And
not know that.
the closest one that we've had live here was, as she said, Bert Johns, who he ended up moving to Port Huron and opening Bert's Tavern that was underneath the Blue Water Bridge.
Oh, my God.
And he died sometime in the late 80s. But he told an interesting story to the Times-Herald where, as everybody was getting in the ships, or in the lifeboats, he panicked and he dove in a lifeboat and went under this woman's skirt.
Ah,
And they tried to get him out of there, but he just hung on to her ankles and she hung on to him, and he ended up being saved. But it's just, some of the stories are just phenomenal when you start talking
into
about
it.
the people.
yeah, yeah. You brought along a wonderful tribute to the Titanic that was put together by James Clary, recently passed. What a great guy and a lot of fun. Lived in the community for a long, long period of time. And it depicts, starting on the left here, what have we got? Just a ship coming?
Each one has, well, it's that night, number 1, and then 2, 3, and then 4. And then those are like razor sketches, I think they're called. And those themselves are worth a pretty good amount of money.
So Jim did this for you a number of years ago?
Actually, this was donated.
Yeah, it's a complete collage.
By the
Oh.
Stevensons of Marine City.
All the
Yeah.
prints are numbered.
The Stevensons?
Stevenson's
Yeah.
of Marine City?
And all the prints are numbered like Kim said.
Wow, that's
And,
absolutely
But
wonderful.
it's a treasure.
Yes.
It's, when it was donated, I was told it was worth about $1,200.
Wonderful,
the way it is.
wonderful.
And we are raffling that off.
You're raffling this off?
Yes.
We are. It's
Oh
a
my God.
fundraiser. And these tickets were $10 a piece, but we decided to do 3 for 10. Or
3 for
I mean,
20.
3 for 20.
3
I'm
for
sorry.
20?
Yes, 3 for 20.
Okay.
And the drawing will be about 2:30 on May 12th, the day of the dedication.
That was the, well, there's the picture there. So
Yeah.
that was good. And that was the next thing I was going to say. We're going to have the ceremony. We're going to have the raffle, but when is it?
May
In-
12th.
Okay, we did
Yeah.
talk about the park,
Yeah.
May 12th.
We're going to start out with kind of like a meet and greet breakfast for anybody who wants to get together, or like people that are coming in from out of town, or just people who want to hang out. We will be having probably about 4 or 5 historians, major historians, that are going to be here. George Behe, who is a very well-renowned person. Actually, one of his autograph book is going to be second place.
Yes.
Second place, somebody wins this is first, and then his book is second. If you ask pretty much anybody in the Titanic community throughout the world about George Behe, you'll hear nothing but good about him, and he is our historian. So he's going to be there. And then Floyd Andrick's going to be there. They both met about 14 to 18 of the survivors and became good friends with them. Ray Lapian, he's a rivet counter. He does everything with the boat. And then David Kaplan. Lynn Anderson's going to be doing her Ralph White lecture at 11 o'clock at the Mariner Theater. That's where we have it scheduled so far. And Ralph White was a cinematographer for James Cameron and many other dives. He
Wow.
has been down to the Titanic more than anybody else. And he died about 2008, and his daughter gave Lynn all his lecture material. He used to go around the country and do lectures. So Lynn's going to carry on the legacy, and she's doing his at 11 o'clock. Tickets are $8. And then we're going to have lunch, and then we're going to have the dedication at 2. And then at 3 o'clock, David Kaplan is going to do his lecture on what happened to the survivors. David Kaplan is a Titanic historian and a world traveler. He does the Titanic dinners at the Stratford Perry in Petoskey, and also at the Grand Hotel. So that tells you how good he is. He's
Yeah.
got the Grand Hotel, and he sells it out every time, every year. And then afterwards, we're going to get together and have dinner at the Fish Company, whoever wants to. We have reserved seating. So people have to, if they want to sit with some of the historians, they're going to have to let me know.
Make reservations.
But again, each lecture is $8. Am I forgetting anything?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I think
and we
you've got
have
it
one.
covered.
We do have one more raffle too. They're 4 for $10, and it's collectible dolls. There's 2 collectible Titanic Franklin Mint dolls, and then 4 ensembles. And
You've really put together a package.
well, we're trying. It's just all fundraising.
Yeah.
You know, but we have been extremely blessed. We've gotten almost everything donated, and that is
The
just
businesses in town have been
Yes.
more than
Fabulous.
accommodating
they have.
for us.
yeah. And then they're all on our website on the current event page. On our old website, GreatLakesTitanicConnection.com. We are doing a new one, so I don't know where they'll take you when you get there, but
We won't worry about
yeah,
that.
Yeah, but anyways, you can see who the donors were on that, and then we're going to have some kind of a acknowledgement. We're going to have a plaque there for the sponsors who donate over a certain amount. You know,
Well,
later
we
on.
salute you for all the work that you've done, and it's been a labor of love for you for a long, long time.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
it's
And we're
finally
supported
come
by a lot
together.
of the big Titanic societies throughout the world.
Good.
So it's going to be on a Titanic map
Oh, wonderful.
throughout the entire world and in
Good.
a book.
Oh,
So,
congratulations.
yeah, so good tourist
Well,
attraction.
let's go through the date again.
May 12th.
Okay, well, and it starts really all day. And where are you going to have the breakfast?
You know, have people just go to our Great Lakes Titanic Connection Facebook page. I think that's the easiest way to do
Okay.
it. And we're going to have programs.
We'll have programs at Roasted with Perks.
Yes.
That's going to be our welcome station.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to be there probably from 11 till about 2 or 3 on Friday, and maybe till Saturday. I'm not quite sure. Just to welcome people, I'm going to have this with me, and
Sell
so-
tickets.
And we're going to sell tickets. Yeah, we got their permission. So, anything else, Kimmy, you can think of?
I think you covered everything pretty well, actually.
Period costume is welcome. You know, I
Oh.
have a lady flying in from.
Gentleman over here is in
Yeah,
period
yeah,
costume.
yeah.
White Star Line Titanic lookout.
Yeah, so we have a couple people coming in from out of state. One's coming from Spokane, Washington, one from North Dakota. Huge Titanic people.
Right?
Yeah, it's amazing, the
Yeah.
amount of people across America, international, the
Well, they
response that
come
we've
to
been
the
getting.
Titanic
Yeah,
City.
yeah. Some of them couldn't make it, you know, some of the relatives. And I don't know if you want to talk real briefly with Paul about Bill Willard.
Oh, Bill Weller, well, it has nothing to do with what we're doing, but when we went down to Pigeon Forge last year, Bill Willard, he built the first unmanned submersible to go down to the Titanic. And we had a chance to meet him. Hopefully he's coming up here, but he had the submersible there. Just
Yeah.
incredible to see and listen to these guys talk is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that have been down to the Titanic and that, Jack Eaton and what's his buddy's
Charles
name?
Haas.
Charles Haas.
He's the president,
Uh,
TIS.
These
Good
guys
stuff.
have been great.
Yeah. Yeah, so,
All righty, so if they need more information, they go to your website.
Mm-hmm.
Got to reserve the day and make sure you come and get a full line of information on
Yeah.
the Titanic.
It'll be a whole Titanic day, right down to
little champagne
the
toast.
the champagne toast after Maggie's event, and then the Titanic musical at
Oh.
the Riverbank Theater
right.
at the
That
end
tied
of the
in
day.
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So they can call ahead and get their tickets. I don't know if they're going to be sold out or not. We're going to do it's not going to be actual champagne. It's going to be the sparkling cider.
Right.
But we're going to have little toast. We're going to christen the
Beautiful.
the
Memorial.
Ships.
memorial. Yes. So. Yeah.
Maggie, and we
Yeah.
salute you for all your work.
Thank
You've been
you.
working on it. Kim,
Thanks.
glad they got you involved.
Hope you're there, Paul.
Yeah, we'll make
Yes,
every
absolutely.
every attempt to get there.
Yes. Because it
All
is
right.
a historical event for Michigan and
Right.
our area. So.
Okay. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.